Good day, everyone. Kathy here, and another episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I was browsing Pinterest, and I found this. Oh my gosh, this gorgeous card by Karen Ann Creations. I will link that card below, and it's inspired me to make one very similar, but yet different. Um, so I thought I'd show you how you can take someone's card and sort of make it, but make it your own. All right, so today I'm going to be making a teal card. This is Tranquil Teal by GinaK. This is 10 by 7. I scored it at the 5-inch line, folded it, creased it with my bone folder. And then I have 2 pieces of white cardstock that are 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. One's going to go on the inside, one's going on the outside. And then I just have 2 scraps of white cardstock. These are 1.5 inches wide. Doesn't matter the length. I'm just going to make a border and stencil inside. And I'm going to be using GinaK's Beautiful Day and the Garden Kitties stamp set along with her Harvest Flourish stencil. So let's get started. I'm going to start, I just want to stamp on the inside of the card. Let's get that done. I'm just going to take, let's see. I'm going to stamp these flowers just on the inside. And I'm going to put them down in this corner, and I'm going to stamp these using Tranquil Teal, just to kind of match the card color. And I'll do that one more time. Don't normally color the inside of the card, but I thought I would today. And then this stamp set also has a little dragonfly on it. Very tiny dragonfly. But I'm going to take that. It's right up there in the corner. And I'm going to stamp this in the VersaFine Claire Nocturne. And I'm just going to use, no, all right. I was going to freehand it, but if it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out. And then I'm going to move that and do one more over here, kind of on top of this. And that will be okay because the black will cover up the teal that's down there already. And I got ink where I don't want it on my surface there. I'm going to move the camera up just a little bit and straighten it up here. I think that's good. All right. Get that a little darker. Okay. Now the inside of the card is done. And I will glue that to the inside. Then we can get started on the rest of the card. There we go. Okay, I'm going to use my large glue. Okay, just like that. The inside's done. All right, now for the outside. That's going to take a little bit of maneuvering. And I'm going to use my grip mat. And I'm going to place my 5 by 7, and I always work at an angle. Don't know why I always have. And I'm just going to put the 1.5 inch strip down here. And the other 1.5 inch strip at the top. That's just masking off where I don't want to get ink. Okay. Now I'm going to take a lighter color, Turquoise Sea. And I cut out, this is a 1 7/8 inch circle. And I cut that out of masking paper. You could just cut that out of regular paper and use a little bit of washi tape behind it to hold it. This is going to be making a moon. So I'm going to cover that up for right now. Put the glue back on. Get my teal brush, and I need a little piece of scrap paper here. I'll use an end of this. And I'm just going to lightly color this center with the Turquoise Sea. Now I'm going to take a little bit more, and I'm going right up against the edge here. I want a distinct edge to my panel. And then I'm going to do the same with the moon. Okay. Blend that in a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take, this is the Harvest Flourish stencil by GinaK. And I'm coming in with Tranquil Teal. But I don't want it to be dark. So I'm going to pat off a lot and then just kind of stencil that. Let's see how that's turning out. Oh, that's nice. And then I'm just going to move this down to this end and do the same. Oh, I like that. Okay. Now I'm going to pick up my moon. Get my tweezers here. Let's see, where did they go? There they are. I'm just going to pick this up just to see how it's looking underneath there. And then I'm going to just take whatever's on my brush and then just lightly shade in that moon. Just so it's not so bright white. Okay. Now is where I'm going to get, I'm going to use this floral stamp down here. And I'm going to stamp off the edge here. And this I need to do by hand if I can. And I don't. All right, you know what? I'm just going to pick this up. I'm going to put this in my plate. If I try to do it by hand, I'm going to make a mess. So, put these back in here. Put these back. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be lined up. You just need to cover up the white. You don't want to get your white edges inked with this step. Okay, so now I'm going to take this stamp and I want it here, kind of going off that way a little bit, but off the edge and down over this color. And I'm going to use Tranquil Teal. And I'm going to do that again since it didn't stamp in the middle. Just make sure that you keep this covered up where you don't want it to be. And if push comes to shove and you end up covering it, you can just cut a white strip, 1.25 inches wide, and put a panel on top of your card. That looks good. All right, so now I'm going to clean that off and move it down to the other side and do the same thing. Now you can use any floral stamp. And this one I'm going to get a little bit on the moon, but not a lot. I thought this one from GinaK, this is the Wild Blossoms. I thought that would be pretty, even just these little bouquets. And I'm going to do one, I think when I'm done, I want to try to do a masculine version using this trees. The seeing this card this morning has really got my juices flowing and wanting to do something similar if I can. All right, and again, I'm just going to stamp. And press. And I'll do that once more. Make sure that's not up in the blue. Okay, now I can take these off. I'm done with these. Now I'm going to take one of the cats. I want to do the cat first. And that's what really got me. This lady's card had cats on it. And I'm thinking I want this cat, or do I want that cat? I want the reaching cat. And he is going to go off the bottom and right into the moon. Just gotta make sure my other stamp is off of there. And I'm going to stamp him with the VersaFine Clair Nocturne. Any black that you have will work just beautifully. Or you could do a multicolor cat, but I think black is going to look nice with this turquoise and teal. And I'll stamp that a couple of times. Especially with black, I want to make sure it is solid. And there's a couple of spots that my stamp has a few little dings and dents in it. Just cover it up nicely with the black marker. That's why I like VersaFine Clair. Almost any black marker is the same color black. All right, so got the cat done. Now I'm going to add a few of those little dragonflies, and I will do that. I'm going to do that by hand. I'm going for it. Use my little block here. A little dragonfly. And I'm going to put one here. Oh, one over here. And then I'm going to put, I want to make sure I don't get ink anywhere else on here that I might get it on my card. Then I'm going to have one coming up and off. Just like that. There's also a little bird, and I kind of thought about putting the bird on there, but I thought it might be too much. So I'm just going to go with 4 dragonflies. And this one's not going to go off. There. Oh my gosh, I really like this. All right. Okay, now I'm just going to add some sentiments. what I'm going to do is I'm using the same set. I'm going to use Wishing You a Beautiful Day down here in this corner. Perfect. And then up in this corner, I'm going to use Birthday Wishes. Now you can use any sentiments you have from any stamp set. Now this one's a little more tiny. So I want to make sure I get this straight. So I'm going to put a piece of acetate on here. You know what? Already having issues here. So I'm going to just take a little piece of acetate and stamp that on just to see if I have my sentiment where I want it to be. And it is going up a little bit on that end. So clean this off. Didn't get it dark enough. I'm not liking it. I think this is too small up here. So let me see what else I have here right handy. And I might just go with, you know what? I'm just going to go with Wishing You a Beautiful Day. That's all. I'm not going to add another sentiment up there. All right. Okay, now I'm going to glue this on and then I'm going to start embellishing it. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of liquid pearls in the color White Opal. And I'm going to just put some of these little flower pieces. Now the liquid pearls will dry three-dimensional. And then I'm going to get some, I think of these Aurora Borealis little tiny, no, I want the GinaK Micro Disco. And they should still be here on my desk, probably covered up by something. I'm going to put you on pause while I find my Micro Disco ball sequins. Hold on. Okay, I found them. Just get a couple out here. More than a couple. All right. Now, where do I want to put them? Got a little extra glue down here. If you get extra glue, they make this little adhesive eraser. Once this is dry, just take this adhesive eraser over it where you got glue where you don't want it, and it comes right off. All right, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to do, you know, I'm going to do 3 over here. No, actually, I'm going to do 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I did not get that glue straight. So I'm just going to wipe that up really quick. Okay, that's my card for today. Thank you so much for watching. Now, this week and this next week, I might be in and out with the videos because I do have some construction going on. That's going to keep me tied up. But I will have a very, very short video for tomorrow. I'm going to make this as a masculine version, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Please check out Karen Ann Creations on Pinterest. You will fall in love if you like this. Thanks for watching.